Boxing Commission is the regulatory body of professional boxing in the country. The group recently paid a visit to the Ministry of Grand Bahama, and both entities are looking forward to a positive future in the boxing industry. The Bahamas Boxing Commission is concerned about the future of boxing on Grand Bahama. Members recently paid a visit to the Minister of Grand Bahama to discuss the future of the sport. Deputy Chairman Fred Sturb is encouraging the ministry to network with other agencies in order to revitalize the sport.
What we've tried to do is to move into all of the Family Island areas. But Grand Bahama being the second city, we're able to generate a little bit more interest in the second city, and that's why we're here. We were here in 2011. For the initial instance, to let the sports department of Grand Bahama know that they had the authority to network with anybody who wanted to apply for permission to get sanctioned to fight.
Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Dr. Michael Darville, accepted the challenge.
I've been watching boxing in Grand Bahama for a while, and we have had our ups and downs. But I want to let you guys know that I'm fully committed to really bring the sport back to its heyday. To my understanding, I think we have about 2 clubs in Grand Bahama. One of them happened to be in Pine Ridge, the constituency that I represent. And I have already met with the gentleman on finding ways to really get that club up and going and to begin to attract our young men off the street into a sport that can turn around to be a great economic treasure for them.
Members of the commission have been involved in the sport for many years. They say they believe that boxing can be a great tool to promote positive development among young men.
Boxing is a sport that disciplines you 100% because you have to be in top shape to be in that ring. And so I personally endorse boxing, and like the minister said, hopefully we'll have a professional boxing here in Grand Bahama.
My hope is to see really boxing get into schools. That's where the young guys are. They fighting every day in school, so let's get them in the ring.
I'm involved in Boys Brigade, I guess the word know that, and my slogan what is now copyright. I rather build a boy than to mend a man. And this commission, we're going to build many boys, many boxers.
Members of the Bahamas Boxing Commission say they have seen great boxers produced in the Bahamas in the past, and they are confident that it can be done once again. Game 2 of the best of 3 playoffs in the Grand Bahama Basketball Association. Reese's Cafe will take on Bonnie Stingers. Reese has a 1-game lead in the series. Men of Honor will try to get a win over Ferguson Cutters. Division 2 regular season play will CCO taking on the Sports Insider Rockets. Now you can mark April 13th on your calendar. That's the date for the Special Olympics 5K road race. Race director Bert Bell says this year the 5K will start rather late in the evening.
It will start at 5 o'clock in the evening instead of 6 o'clock in the morning. The fees will all go towards raising funds for the Special Olympics. That should be a fun event. It's going to duplicate the route that was used for the Grand Bahama 5K, starting at Princess Properties, the Ramfurly roundabout, running down the airport, coming back around the roundabout and finishing off in what was the old Princess Properties. It should be a great run, great fun run, and forms will be available at the ZNS race.
Bell expects quite a number of long-distance runners to participate in the 5K, like Delroy Booth, the man known as the King of the Road. He says it's an event that others use just to challenge themselves.
The only way you're going to be able to perform at a higher level is to practice in competition circumstances. The interesting thing is that when you use a route over and over each year, the athletes can come back and say, last year I ran 17:28, this year I did 17:25, I'm getting better. 5K is not a long distance race, it's really a middle distance race. Long distance starts at 10K, half marathon and marathons, and nowadays 100-mile races and so on, ultra endurance. But the very long distance runners need to practice pace too, because at the end of the day it comes down to who gets across the line first.
And that's going to do it for sports.